Hi everybody, Wendy from Cinnamon Sweet Shop. Today I'm going to be making chocolate infused Kodiak cake waffles with a Nutella whipped cream. So what you'll need is the Kodiak Cakes mix. It's a high protein mix, water. So you're going to use an equal amount of mix to water. I'm using 1 cup mix to 1 cup water. And then I'm going to add in a tablespoon of some oil to that. I'm also using a total of 2 ounces of shaved or shredded. You can use either a food processor or you can just use a chocolate shaver. I like to use bittersweet chocolate, but you can use semi-sweet. So with the 2 ounces, I took 2 tablespoons out, and we're going to use that a little later on. So for my baking mold, because these are going to be mini cakes, I was able to find this round silicone waffle mold at a store called Daiso. Daiso is a Japanese dollar store. They have them throughout the United States, but they're not everywhere. So if you can't find this in a Daiso or something in another type of store, check online, either Amazon or Daiso's website. And you may find something similar, perhaps not round, but they have square ones that I've seen on Amazon. So guys, I have my oven preheating to 350, and I did spray my mold so it doesn't stick. Just gonna add in the mix, the Kodiak Cakes mix, the water, the oil, and the chocolate shavings minus the 2 tablespoons that I took out. Give it a nice mix until it's combined and lump free. Now I'm going to pour the batter into the molds, making sure it's fairly even throughout. So just to make sure all the craters in there are totally covered, I am going to shake this a bit, or slam it down a bit on the table, and then refill in areas that need a little bit more. We're going to bake this, as I said, in a 350-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. You want to keep an eye on this. They'll be done when they're golden brown and they're spongy when you push down onto it. So to make the whipped topping, the Nutella whipped cream, I'm using 1/2 cup of cream, and I'm going to let it get to a simmer, not quite a boil. Then I'm going to pour it in a bowl with the Nutella. I'm using about 1/4 cup of Nutella, so I'm using half as much of the cream. Let that sit for about a couple of minutes, then stir it through. It's going to take a little bit of stirring to make sure the Nutella gets thoroughly mixed in with the cream. Now, how much of this you make is really up to you. I don't usually put a ton of whipped cream on my waffles, but you can make a larger batch as long as you know the proportions. And as I said, the Nutella is going to be half as much as the cream. Once it's thoroughly mixed where there are no pieces in it, then we want this very, very cold. So I'm going to refrigerate this for at least an hour. My cream is very, very cold, and I'm going to whip this until it's whipped cream. Whip this until stiff peaks form. Now that I have my waffles out of the oven, they should be round and fluffy. We're going to use the whipped cream. I put this in a pastry bag with a star tip and just go around a little bit like that. Again, depending on how much whipped cream you like. And then with the remaining chocolate, just go and sprinkle it across the top. The recipe is at my website, which I do have linked below. Subscribe to this YouTube channel for much more coming up, and I'll see you all in my next video.